James Cameron took us under the sea in Titanic.
This is where we first met.
And to the ocean's abyss in The Abyss. But now James Cameron is on a shocking real-life undersea adventure. This director is heading to the deepest known part of the ocean in the world. And when he does, CNN's Jason Carroll will be on board Cameron's ship exclusively, making CNN the only news network with Cameron on this super dangerous adventure. Right now, Carroll is with Cameron off the coast of New Guinea, where Cameron is doing final testing. On CNN this morning, Jason talked about the amazing adventure.
When you talk about adventure and exploration and advances in science and technology, it does not get any better than the chance to try to go down to Challenger Deep.
Here's the mission. The Oscar-winning director plans to take a specially outfitted sub deep under the Pacific to what's known as the Mariana Trench. Once there, he'll head down to the deepest part of the trench, called Challenger Deep.
It's 36,000 feet deep approximately. That's 7 miles down.
And exactly how deep is that? Well, you've heard of Mount Everest, the world's tallest mountain, right? To go as deep as Cameron's going, 7 miles or 36,000 feet, you'd have to turn Mount Everest upside down and then add another mile. Talk about rolling in the deep.
You know, at those depths, there's no sunlight, the water is extremely frigid.
And there's a lot of pressure, literally 16,000 pounds per square inch. Now try to imagine 50 jumbo jets on top of you, and you'll get the idea.
The pressure is so great, it would instantly crush a human being.
Cameron would only be the third person ever to visit Challenger Deep. More men have walked on the moon than have done that. But Cameron is up to the task.
Many people don't know that Cameron is also an accomplished deep-sea explorer.
Cameron spent plenty of time underwater filming Titanic and The Abyss and the Disney documentary Aliens of the Deep. In fact, Cameron once told Jason Carroll the aliens we saw in his monster hit Avatar were based on what he saw in his undersea travels.
Every time we try to come up with an alien creature that's beyond our wildest imaginings, we'll find some example on Earth, in the ocean.
That's all well and good, but why is this Oscar-winning director going on this super dangerous deep-sea dive to Challenger Deep? One reason, he's competing with another big-time explorer, Richard Branson, who's also mounting a mission to Challenger Deep. First one down collects a $10 million prize. That's enough to send anyone off the deep end. But there's another reason for Cameron's undersea adventure: science.
We've only scratched the surface, having explored far less than 10% of our oceans.
Philippe Cousteau is a CNN special correspondent and the grandson of famed undersea explorer Jacques Cousteau. And not to get too Star Trek on you, but Cousteau says Cameron is literally exploring strange new worlds and seeking out new life.
Not just small microbes and crabs and tube worms, but potentially very, very large creatures. Nobody has any idea, and that's what's so exciting about this.
Right now, Cameron is doing practice dives, and the final dive will happen in March when Cameron goes into the abyss.